Do you have any questions or, I don't know,
No,
anything?
I'm nervous, but it's an excited
Yeah.
nervous.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm really excited for you. Excited to see what comes through. Do you want to use the restroom before we get started or anything?
Nope, I'm
Okay.
good.
All right. I'm going to go close my kitchen window real quick. Sometimes people get loud out there, so I'm going to close that and I'll be right back.
Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and lay down and get cozy, just like you were going to take a nap or go to bed or whatever, that would be good.
Okay.
I feel really awkward with a stranger watching you on Zoom, basically, and like other people watching too, but that's what we're doing.
Here. Let's see if I turn it this way. There we go.
Go ahead and do whatever you need to do to get it set up.
Okay.
For everyone who's coming in, for anyone who doesn't know, I am a quantum healing practitioner, and I created my own modality. It's called Timeline Healing Hypnosis. Basically uses hypnosis, a guided meditation to get people relaxed and in the right, I don't know, state of consciousness to access their past lives and their higher self. My method doesn't rely very heavily on visualization like other like hypnosis techniques and quantum healing modalities do. And mine also uses a customized script, like kind of like a guided meditation. And I have clients answer a bunch of questions when they first sign up for their session, just like really simple things like what are three visuals you can think of that bring you just love and peace? What are three things that you love to hear that are so calming and peaceful for you, and taste and smell and like a bunch of different stuff? So basically what people are doing is channeling directly from their higher self all of the energy that they need in order to be supported during their session. A lot of people will end up connecting unknowingly to past lives and other collectives when they're like writing down these experiences that they love so much. It's really interesting. So anyway, that was the little intro. Oh, are you ready, Sierra?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. All right. Just going to go ahead and get started. If you want to just take some deep breaths and relax and set an intention to let go of any expectations and anything that's no longer serving you, just letting it go, breathing in deeply through your nose, letting it out through your mouth. I want you to remember that this entire session was facilitated by you, by your higher self, to bring you the energy, the information, and the healing that you need today at this point in your healing journey. Even events that are often perceived negatively, such as disruptions or technological issues, they're being brought into your awareness for a beautiful and divine reason. That being said, if our connection drops or the session is otherwise interrupted, that's okay. You can just take a deep breath, send gratitude to your guides in advance for helping to fix the situation, and then just get back on the line. No continue, no mess, no stress, no worries. I want you to continue taking some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, breathing in pure healing source energy, breathing out anything that no longer serves you, limiting thoughts and beliefs, narratives that are not in alignment anymore. Just letting them go. Breathing in and out. Deep and slow, relaxing. Breathing in and out. Today, we're calling in pure source energy, galactic beings, ancestors, and soul family that are of pure intention and beautiful healing source energy, knowing that we are both divinely protected as we move through the session, asking our protector guides, both light and dark, our angels, and our spirit team, to be present, to hold an energetic boundary, to hold space for us as we move into your healing space in the quantum, feeling the ultimate protection of divine source energy surrounding us, comforting, peaceful, and safe. Relaxing into the knowingness that we are divinely protected as we move through the session, sending gratitude to our guides in advance for providing this protection as we explore the quantum field for the remainder of the session. I want you to imagine your heart when you take those deep breaths, breathing that air in your heart, moving that air all throughout your body, moving that beautiful divine energy throughout your entire physical body, your entire energy body, bringing you closer and closer to total relaxation, breathing in and out. Your chest rising and falling as your heart moves that air throughout your entire body, your entire beingness, in and out. Your heart is the center for everything that you are. Love, healing, and peace all start in your heart. As your heart moves that air throughout your body, it's moving love, healing, and peace throughout your entire beingness. The healing has already started. Your channel is now open. Continuing to breathe in and out in your heart and your entire being. In and out. Beautiful, healing, loving. In and out. Peace, stillness, beingness. Today, you've set an intention to get guidance about what your next steps should be. You'd also like to understand if there's any unresolved trauma. You just want to be free from it and move on. You're also wondering specifics about moving, work, career, whatever the divine would like you to know about those topics. You're open to receiving it with love and gratitude today. Is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. As you process the information in our session today, you'll likely do it by seeing it. Other avenues may open up as well. Hearing or knowingness, for example. But just trust that the way it comes through is exactly the way that it's meant to present for you, your unique journey and healing experience today in our time together. This information, this energy, your connection to the divine is ever present. It's always, always available. Sometimes we convince ourselves that it's not. We say, I don't see anything. I don't hear anything. I guess it isn't working. But that energy is there. It wants to connect with you, and you want to connect with it. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Great. If you find yourself wanting to say that you can't see, hear, or otherwise perceive the information, I want you to just take a minute, pause, relax, think about all of the beautiful energy that you channeled while preparing for this session. Things like being on an almost deserted sandy beach at sunset, the ocean waves crashing onto the shore, having drinks and laughing with your college friends, cuddling in bed on a snowy day, watching movies with your husband's arms wrapped around you, listening to the rain, the wind chimes, the gentle breeze. These things are not merely thoughts. They're not just imagination. You used your connection to all of those beautiful experiences to create a space in the quantum field that is uniquely yours. It encompasses the energy of balance, light and dark, feminine and masculine, yin and yang, earth and space. I will ask for permission before speaking with your higher self. And sometimes saying yes feels a little silly or awkward if your conscious mind is still very present. That's okay. Saying yes to that question is just an important way to move on to the next part of the session. So even if it feels awkward or silly, saying yes simply allows this energy to continue flowing, essentially gives permission to your higher self to step forward. Every bit of energy that you need to heal, that you need for understanding and insight today, you've already called in to assist you. It all exists within the beautiful, comfortable, safe space that you created for this session today. It's your personal healing space in the quantum, and you're in it right now, aren't you? How does it feel to be in that healing space?
Almost as if I'm floating.
Will you say that again? I didn't quite hear you.
Calm, almost as if I'm floating.
Yeah. Feels light, maybe relaxing.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I want you to remember that with each transition through your senses and through the different elements, you'll fall deeper and deeper into your relaxed state. As we progress through experiences of vision, hearing, taste, earth, wind, fire, your conscious mind will relax more and more, slowly stepping back until your higher self has fully stepped forward to facilitate healing and provide answers. Each transition brings you closer and closer to being in the perfect, altered state of consciousness for your higher self to step forward. I'm going to talk for just a minute now about the 3 sigils that you picked out for love, healing, and your higher self. Love is a warm hug from a trusted friend. Healing is drinking cold orange juice, and your higher self is seeing a bright but calming light and feeling warmth all over. Almost as though you're sitting in the sun with your eyes closed, just soaking it up. Are all of those right?
Yes.
Okay. During our session today, I want you to carry a box or a bag or a purse with you on your journey. You're just going to imagine that you're carrying it with you. When we start out, it's empty. But as you open yourself up to the energy of healing, unconditional love, and your higher self, those sigils will appear in your bag. I'll ask you to check your bag once or twice to see which of them are present. You may see them, feel them, or just know that they're there. They may even be present now. What does your bag look like? Can you describe it for me?
It's a brownish green small box. It's like a shoebox almost.
Yeah.
With a lid on top and a silver bracket on the front to put a slide a paper label into, but there's no label there.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Well, you're just going to imagine that you have that with you as we move through your session, and I'll have you check in a little bit later. I want you to just follow my voice now, allowing your conscious mind to fully take a break, stepping back, allowing your higher self to come forward, relaxing, breathing, being, allowing your higher self to fully step forward. Now, I want you to think about the visuals that bring you so much comfort and peace. Being on a sandy beach during sunset, watching the ocean waves crashing onto the shore, having drinks and laughing with your college friends, cuddling in bed on a snowy day, watching movies with your husband's arms wrapped around you. Just observing, peaceful and calm. Feels so relaxing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Now, I want you to think about how much you love the sound of the rain, of wind chimes, and a gentle breeze. So peaceful, so calm. Just a beautiful energy. Now, I want you to imagine the scent of burning firewood, gardenia, lemon lavender. Whatever messages, whatever energy, information, those scents have for you, however they're connected to your spiritual journey, just allowing that energy in now. Smelling those beautiful scents, gardenia, the lemon lavender, the burning firewood, just enjoying it, being so present and so grounded. And then moving on to taste, lasagna, yellow cake with chocolate icing, vanilla chocolate swirl ice cream with waffle cone bits. Your inner child so happy thinking about eating all those delicious foods, just joyful, pleasurable, so delicious. I'm going to have you check that little box that you're carrying with you now. You can look in it, you can feel into it, you can just know what is present in there. I want you to tell me if the energy of love, a warm hug from a trusted friend, or healing, drinking cold orange juice, or your higher self, that bright but calming light and feeling warmth all over. Are any of those present yet?
Probably healing.
Yeah. Okay. The love and the higher self energy are present, even if you're not able to consciously tap into them. But they'll make themselves known as we move through the session. Next, I want you to imagine yourself in such a calm and relaxed state, pampering yourself, receiving a scalp massage, laying in bed, just cozy and peaceful and safe, laying underneath a weighted blanket, nowhere else you'd rather be. Just present, relaxed, grounded. And now I want you to see yourself outside, sitting in the grass on Art Hill, watching everyone around you, interacting with the lake, the grass, the trees, the sky, just everything, all of nature. Taking it all in and observing, connecting to all those different Gaia elements. And now I want you to imagine that you're sitting around a fire pit, having drinks with friends, relaxed, watching the flames dance, listening to the pop and the crackle. Again, nowhere else you'd rather be, being present, grounded, intentional to connect in that moment to that experience. And now, moving on to the water, playing on a raft in the ocean, enjoying the warm sun on your skin, moving with the current, feeling the waves, enjoying that warmth, feeling so cozy, so peaceful, so relaxed. And now, moving on, I want you to see yourself on an airplane, flying, going to a vacation, the most beautiful place you could ever imagine. That's where you're headed in the 3D. Get on the airplane, you take off, headed to this beautiful, beautiful location. And you realize that this airplane just continues going up and up, moved all the way through the atmosphere, all the way out to outer space, and you're just moving through portals, beautiful, brightly colored, portal after portal, moving through space and time, when you realize that your higher self is in control of this airplane. And your higher self is taking you to an important day. Whatever the most important day is for you to see and understand right now, that is where you're headed. And as the airplane comes closer and closer to the surface for this important day, you see it coming more and more into focus. It's becoming clearer and clearer where you are, who you're with. And as you step off of the airplane, I want you to take a look around and tell me what it is that you see, what it is that you just know about this important day that your higher self has brought you to? What do you notice?
I'm having trouble seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this space that you're in feel open and big and vast? Or does it feel kind of small and restricted?
Fast.
Hmm. Does it feel like a cozy and safe energy being there? Do you have reservations about being in that space?
I feel safe. It's it's almost as if I'm inside my house, but all of the lights are off.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm somewhere in my house.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of finding the light switch.
Mm-hmm. If you were able to turn that light switch on, just pretending and imagining, you don't have to actually see it in your head, but if you were able to turn that light switch on like magic, what is it that you would see?
Mm. Looks like a cellar, some sort of storage space.
Yeah.
It's got all different types of things on the shelves.
What kinds of things?
Plastic bins, totes, all different colors and sizes,
Yeah.
toys.
Does it
Christmas
feel,
decorations.
yeah. Does it feel like those are things that you put up on those shelves in the cellar, or does it feel like someone else organized all of that?
Um, it feels like someone else, but I know
Yeah.
all of the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you move towards whatever part of the cellar, whichever shelf, whichever bin draws your attention the most? Why don't you move over to that shelf and to that bin? Tell me what it looks like, and then take a look inside.
It's big and plastic, like grayish blue color.
Is
Um,
it very heavy?
yeah, it's kind of heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I open it up, um, hmm, let's see, the top is hard to open. That's all types of stuff in it. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like broken picture frames and Christmas tree tinsel and
Yeah.
just a whole bunch of looks like junk.
Yeah. Kind of like a hodgepodge of random stuff.
Yeah, but everything
Yeah.
in it is silver.
Hmm. How do you feel as you're looking through the different items in this bin?
Curious.
Yeah. Do you feel a connection to any of this stuff? Like it's yours, or you've seen it before, or does it all feel brand new?
A few pieces are mine, but the
Mm-hmm.
rest of the stuff, like the broken frames and stuff, that's not mine.
Yeah. Are there any other bins, or is there anything else in the cellar that you want to take a look at or investigate at all?
No.
Why don't we leave that scene now? Gonna drift away from that cellar, leaving all of that energy behind. You're gonna move on to another important day. Another day picked out by your higher self. You're just moving and floating, cozy and safe, enjoying the journey, headed towards another important day. And as you get closer and closer to this important day, I want you to observe what it is that you see, hear, understand, or feel. As you get closer and closer to the surface in this important day. And now that you've arrived in this important day, I want you to tell me whatever the first thing is that you notice or feel or understand about this space that you're in.
I'm in a park and it's fall and there's colorful leaves falling all around.
Are you there with anyone?
No, there's people all around me,
Yeah.
but I'm there by myself, just taking in the crisp fall air, the cloudy skies,
right,
the vibrant fall foliage everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are laughing in the background, playing in the
Yeah.
leaves, dogs barking. And I'm just sitting on a bench, taking it all in.
Yeah. Does this space that you're in, does it feel familiar, like you've ever been there before? Or is it a new energy and a new experience?
It feels new.
Mm-hmm.
It's a park in the middle of a huge city. It's
Yeah.
reprieve from
Right.
chaos.
Right. A gift from Mother Nature. Is there anything that you want to do in this park? Anything that you feel called to look at or investigate further?
I feel like I'm waiting for someone, but I'm not sure who.
Yeah. Why don't we fast forward a little bit. They can skip ahead and see whoever it is that you were waiting for in this park. Who was it that shows up?
Trying to see. Their strong presence. I just can't tell who it is.
Do they feel male or female?
Both. Like maybe a guy that has a feminine energy, or
Yeah.
a girl with a masculine energy.
Yeah. Does this, you said, does this person or this being feel like they could be one of your guides or another being or entity? Or does it feel like they are more similar in energy to you, like a human?
It could be a guide. I definitely feel that they want to give advice, or that I need advice.
Mm-hmm.
So they're definitely someone that I would trust to give that advice.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a female, but they have strong enough energy to where they could seem masculine.
Yeah, maybe they're very powerful feminine and they have a really well balanced masculine energy as well. They haven't shown up quite yet, though. Why is that? What are they waiting on?
I'm missing something. It's some piece of the puzzle I'm not figuring out. So it's right in front of me. I'm not sure what that means.
I wonder if you've been waiting for them to show up, but they've been there all along. Like their presence is always there. All you have to do is acknowledge it and call on them or communicate with them.
Maybe.
Is this guide going to end up making their presence known while you're at the park, or are you going to have to go somewhere else?
I almost feel like it's great grandma, but I'm not sure. Kind of feels like her, but it kind of doesn't.
Yeah. Why don't we call on the energy of a trusted masculine and a trusted feminine to help you, to see if they can bring any insight or information or understanding for you about this being, this entity that's trying to meet up with you. Why don't you imagine that your dad and that Taryn are meeting you at the park as well, and they've shown up now, your dad and Taryn, and they're going to spend a little bit of time with you as you wait for this guide, this ancestor, this being to make contact. And I want you to tell me what the three of you are doing. What do you see the three of you doing while you're at the park waiting?
We're playing chess.
Who are you playing chess against?
My dad.
Yeah. What does it feel like to be playing chess with your dad?
A lot of fun because
Yeah.
he's trying to teach me how to play and it's not going well.
Oh, man. What does Taryn do while you guys are playing chess?
Laughing at the jokes.
Yeah. Why don't you ask your dad what information he has for you about this being that you're supposed to be meeting up with? Ask him who it is. Who are you supposed to meet up with today at the park?
Yeah, he says my great grandma.
Yeah. Why did your grandma want to meet up with you today?
I'm waiting to see. Keep going. That's all I hear. Just keep going over and over again.
Why don't you ask your dad what it is that is keeping you blocked from really accessing their guidance, this being's energy? What is it that keeps you blocked?
He says I think too much.
Ask him how you're supposed to communicate with this being and connect with them if you're not thinking. Like, what are you supposed to do to connect?
Feel, trust your heart and your first mind.
Yeah. Well, what is your first knowing then about why this guide, this ancestor, or your grandma wanted to meet up with you today?
Just here, keep going.
What is it that they want you to keep going with?
That's my question. Keep going where? With who? What? It's not time for me to know.
Mm.
But just keep going.
Yeah. Why don't you ask them if this is at all related to your work and career life right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She says for the next chapter, I have to go in completely as a new person.
Hmm. How can you achieve that?
By being my true self.
Yeah. What kinds of things can you do, just like effortless ways to channel your true, authentic self in your everyday life?
Read more. Meditate.
What are some things that you should do less of?
Sleep.
Hmm. What other advice or information do they have for you about finding a job?
Just hang in there. It will get better.
Yeah. It sounds like the advice is in the on the to-do list side are things like be mindful, meditate, read, self improvement type things. And on the not to do list side of things are apply for more jobs, do more interviews, stress out about finances. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a big shift coming for you as far as type of job or industry, things of that nature?
Mm. Career wise, no.
Mm. And what aspect of your life is there a big shift or change coming?
She says, I'm not ready.
Okay. Understood. Is there anything else that your grandmother or your dad or Taryn has to say before we move on?
No.
we're going to drift away from that scene now. Just going to drift and float away, leaving all of those beings and entities and people there to continue on their own paths. They'll find their peace. We're just going to leave them there, continue moving on. I think that this is a good place to ask the conscious mind to fully step back, moving fully into the role of observer, leaving that space available for Sierra's higher self to fully step forward. And now I'd like to ask for permission to speak with Sierra's higher self. Do I have permission to ask Sierra's higher self some questions?
Yes.
Perfect. I know that there are a lot of different things that you could have shown Sierra today. So many different things for you to choose from, but you chose to bring her to the cellar and to the park. Why did you choose those two experiences for her to have tonight?
Memories. And peacefulness.
Yeah. Tell me more about the items in that storage bin. Seemed kind of like a hodgepodge of, I don't know, junk or almost meaningless things. What was the energy of all of the stuff in that bin?
Everything is boxed up. To make everything all neat and organized and appealing to the eye.
Yeah.
All put away in boxes. Some we can see what's inside, some we can't.
Yeah.
But boxed up nonetheless.
Right. What was the overall intention or meaning for Sierra for having this session tonight? Why was it important for it to happen tonight rather than 3 days ago or 2 weeks from now?
To find answers. No better time than the present.
Say that again.
To find answers. No better time than the present.
Right. Okay. What can you tell Sierra about losing her job at Mercury? Why did that happen?
Have to be clean of your former self to move into the next chapter. Timeline shift, it sounds like. Ready to move into new energy, releasing the old. Yes, there was no longer any growth to be had.
was just time to move on, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you tell her about moving to Atlanta?
Be careful. Really think it through.
Does the intention with which she moves, is that going to play a large part in the way that that decision plays out?
She has to focus on getting everything together, being careful not to move too fast.
Okay. So not rushing. Sounds like that's important.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any unresolved trauma that she should be aware of at this time?
She already knows.
Do you have any advice for her about how to address that?
Lower expectations.
Are those expectations for herself or for the other party or both?
The other party.
Okay. Is there anything that she should be actively doing or facilitating as far as that healing is concerned at this point?
Know when to step back.
Okay. How will she know that when it's time to step back?
Gut feeling.
The knowingness of it.
Yep. She'll feel it.
Yeah. Is she
She's
usually good at?
unsure. She shouldn't do it.
Okay. She usually good at honoring her intuition.
No.
That's something that she's trying to work on.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for her about how to do that moving forward?
Practice.
Yeah. How do you practice listening to your intuition? What does that look like?
Meditation will help.
Mm. Is there anything else that you would like for her to know tonight?
Keep going. Keep doing the work.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Yeah. I'm going to ask the higher self to step back now, sending them off with much love and so many thanks for all of the help and information that they brought through for Sierra today. I know she's really going to appreciate it. I'm going to have Sierra's energy coming back into her body now, slowly back into full awareness, gentle and slow, allowing her to come fully back into her body. You can keep your eyes closed if you want to, feeling your energy return now into your body, to the present day and time, becoming more aware of your physical surroundings, more aware of your body, really anchoring your energy into your physical body, feeling your fingers, your toes, your hands, your feet, your legs, your arms, feeling your physical body now. Move and stretch if you'd like, feeling that divine energy still moving through your body. Opening your eyes whenever you're ready, just taking your time.
Alrighty.
Hi, how was
Hi.
it?
It was peaceful.
Good, good. Do you feel like you remember very much of what came through?
Yeah, I feel like it.
Yeah,